Hello everyone, hopefully you're having a great day. I quickly wanted to talk about Nvidia pre-earnings before they announced their earnings report on Wednesday, May 20th. I think it's going to be a big day, not only for AI companies all over, but also the general public, because Nvidia has definitely been popping off over the past couple years, and people wonder if Nvidia will continue to grow at the scale that it's been growing at. But for those of you that don't know really what Nvidia does, it's a technology company that designs industry standard graphics processing units and software frameworks that power advanced data centers, generative AI, and accelerated computing. It's one of the leading manufacturers when it comes to GPUs, and it's been used in many AI data centers. Wall Street is estimating that Nvidia is set to bring in between $78 to $79 billion in revenue, which is a 77 to 82% increase in year-over-year growth. Its earnings per share is estimated to rise up to $1.78, which is up 81 cents in the same quarter since last year. Its data center revenue will bring in $73 billion and its gross margin will be between 74 and 75%, which is insane, which means Nvidia gets to keep 75 cents of every dollar earned to cover operating expenses and net profit, which is pretty good. Analysts will be looking out for strong revenue growth throughout 2026, and many people will be hoping for updates on Blackwell chips and Rubin architecture. Supply chain bottlenecks are another thing investors will look out for, as well as its non-GPU growth. So that's the gist of Nvidia pre-earnings. That's what Wall Street expects some of the numbers to look like. In my opinion, I think Nvidia will surpass all of them just because they've been consistently doing that on a quarter-to-quarter basis. I'm a Nvidia shareholder, so I have a lot of faith in the company, and I've seen Nvidia grow from $121 a share. I've seen it skyrocket to $1,000, and then I've seen it split. And here we are today looking at a price of about $220 to $230 right now. Now the main question you've all been waiting for is this a stock that you should buy right now before earnings? I'm not a financial advisor, but I am a Nvidia shareholder, and I've been in this situation before where I've had that fear of missing out. So I may have put a little bit into Nvidia before earnings and then the stock drops a little bit, but at the same time I've also put money in before earnings, and I've seen Nvidia grow a little bit. What is true is that exactly 7 days after earnings, Nvidia closed lower when it came to 3 out of the 4 quarters relative to its pre-earning price. That means out of the last 4 earnings reports, even though Nvidia's beaten it, the price for Nvidia stock has dropped 3 out of those 4 times 7 days after earnings were announced. It didn't matter if they were good or bad, but they were above average and they did beat expectations. But I think that's just because a lot of people want to take the profits that they make from earnings, to be honest. It's very volatile after the first couple of days. So I would definitely not put your money in right now. I would wait until earnings. That's just me. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's just what I would do if I had money to invest in Nvidia. But at the same time, if there's information or updates on those Blackwell chips or on the Rubin architecture, if there's a timeline, I think the stock could go up because I think that's what a lot of investors want to know. When it comes to this week, a couple things I would expect. After Nvidia announces its earnings, I think between Wednesday and Thursday, there's going to be obviously a lot of aftermarket volatility. I think on Friday, between Friday to Monday, people may take their profits. And then if we fast forward a week after earnings to the following week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think you'll get a more accurate price of Nvidia. Whether it drops or raises, my prediction is it will drop or it will stay relatively close to the price it is before earnings. I think Nvidia is a very underrated stock. I think that a lot of people think that Nvidia has kind of reached its peak, but how I like to think about it is AI is just getting started and Nvidia is a major player in this AI revolution, whatever you want to call it. I thought the same thing back in 2020 when Nvidia was only like $100 to $200, and now look where it's at. It hit 1,000, split, and now it's at 220. So that's just my 2 cents from a 27-year-old investor. But I want you guys to make your own decisions, and I want you to take this information and maybe come up with a conclusion that will fit your needs. My plan is to drop another video on Friday talking about how well or how bad Nvidia did after its earnings report and give you guys my thoughts. But I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.